We still on dress code. Is this problem right here? A lot of that come from people who not built well. You don't let yourself go and you hate on anybody who has a body that you don't. That's one thing. That's not the whole thing, but that is one thing. I know there was a video by Kirk Franklin here recently where he was in Jamaica, I believe it was, doing a concert. He's got a tank top on and some shorts or whatever, doing the stuff that Kirk Franklin does, And I don't know why we get so surprised. Kirk Franklin is, I believe, in some regards, out of the will of God, but he's still a vessel that God can use. And I just believe this, that I don't care who you are, where you are, God can still use you. You're not beyond God being able to use. All right. And so even in that moment when that demon, I'm still giving you the testimony of what God did in this situation so that he got the glory out of this story. Lord, I feel like preaching. And so there was this story. Kirk Franklin, he is out here doing he's doing his concert, and Kirk Franklin been lifting weights, somebody can look at that and he's sweating. Got his tank top on, muscles built, stuff like that. He's sweating. He done worked on his body, right? This has almost went viral because people are looking at the sexual aspect of it rather than looking at this man as probably saving some souls. I'm gonna just put that out there. We feel like it has to be a certain way. I agree that it does. I only brought that up to bring this point right here. When people come to the house of God, I don't think we should care how they come. Whosoever will, let him come. There is a difference, and there is an etiquette that's added, and some of those judgments are right for the person who has the microphone, for church leadership who has the microphone, for those who have the microphone should be held to a higher regard. Kirk Franklin, that includes you. There was a photo that went out about Jekalyn Carr, Sister Carr, and it was her with a horse. She had like a cowboy hat on and some leggings and some cowboy boots, which is what cowgirls will wear. I'm just gonna say that. And some people went in on this photo. I'm like, when I first saw the photo, I said, "Does Jekalyn Carr, does Sister Carr own some horses? This is a wonderful thing." Has she been using her earnings to build her financial net worth? Just looking at it. And I saw the views and stuff like that, reading the comments. And I'm like, these folks is on her about her shape, saying that she's, showing it off or whatever, anything like that. Listen, I'm going to tell you another problem that's inside here, and we still on dress code, is this problem right here. A lot of that come from people who not built well. You don't let yourself go and you hate on anybody who has a body that you don't. That's one thing. That's not the whole thing, but that is one thing. Two, don't you remember when you were her age and you had a little extra curves or whatever, and the ladies hated on you? How did you feel? How did you feel when that happened? Rock, why are you saying that? I need you to be a part of the solution and not a part of the problem. Judgment is damaging our church. And there is only one person in the church that God said to mark. God said to mark the one who causes division. Mark the one who causes division. Y'all, I done went real far. This video went way longer than I wanted it to go. But I just believe there needed to be a greater conversation about dress code. What to wear, what not to wear. We say we need to be modest in dress. But let me be real with you. Modest is very subjective. It is very subjective. And you just don't see in the Bible where God said you got to wear a blue top with a red bottom. You got to wear red bottom shoes. You got to have, Dolce & Gabbana belt on, because I see a lot of preachers and women of God with these Dolce & Gabbana belts on, Gucci shoes and stuff like that. It's cool. It's fine. That's what you wear. It's cool. But I just believe that we're putting too much emphasis on dress code and less on, are you drawing people to God? That's my whole thing. I believe, and please hear me, I did say this, I believe that when people are coming to God, let whosoever will come. However they are dressed, let them come. But people who have the mic are held. When I say mic, I'm talking about the microphone like this. Whoever has the microphone that's on stage should be held to a higher regard. Now, I do believe that because Jekalyn Carr, Sister Carr, Kirk Franklin, and because y'all have the microphone, you have to know people are going. I remember when they did that to Erica Campbell about the white dress. We all remember the infamous white dress. But I just know that when you have that level of influence, people are going to question whatever you do. And my prayer is that they understand, because they have the mics, that people are going to come. That's just a part of it. People are going to come and they're going to question how you dress. Why would you wear that? How did you wear that? Is that of God? Is that not of God? And I'm going to share this with you. And this is probably the best thing right here. People only view that through the prism of their experiences. You got some woman hating on that dress because that's the dress, that's the dress type that her husband left her for. That is the dress type. That is the dress type for some brother, some preacher, deacon somewhere, the dress type of a woman that he almost lost his marriage to. I'm just saying, people will view things through the prism of their experiences. And I just need artists, any artists out there, any pastors and wives out there, I need you to listen to me. Understand that when you have that mic, you're going to be held to a higher standard. You're going to be held to a higher standard. And that standard many times may be a judgmental standard. Yes, it is. And we can say all day judging is wrong. It is what it is.